This is our group presentation. Group A, our project was on creating an appointment booking system for CUIB where the president can get or can receive appointments from students slash faculty, and then it has a maximum amount of appointments that the president can receive per day. Okay, below are the group members. Group Christian Kimberwood presenting the demo part of the project. The Yombo Baswe who is talking now, and then the others like Mike, Comfort, and Sam Dibas who are not here now but will be present and they contributed greatly in the project as well. So Yombo Basil is speaking. Below is a table of contents, introduction, which generally talks about the project, the briefing about the entire project. It contains part one, part two, part three, which are basically pages made of buttons. And with one click, it takes you to every page, and then the sign-up form, which is where the student slash faculty, if they are new, they can get in to book an appointment. And the login form after they have signed up. We also have limitations, which are stated and which is stated below the, the text. Okay, introduction on the project. Well, the project was to create an appointment booking system of CIB where the president, when they can book the president, the students and faculty can book the president of CIB. So when we created them, we basically have four main pages. And the administrator section, this person basically is like an admin who controls or who can add or delete appointments. So he basically controls how appointments go about. We have the president himself. He receives the appointment application and then can send emails, send feedback to it. I'll also talk more when we get to the um, the picture session. Okay, we started our program by creating a database. Um, the database was to save information that was being input on our web pages. Now, this database, you can see the president's ID and the table president's ID. Okay, it is. You can see the signs up. It is like that because we use the InnoDB. So that's why you can see some signs above like the ID, see some signs because and then for the ID we use integer for the name variable characters. Then also set the limits that an amount of name can carry. Like the character for name is 255 and it must not be empty. Okay, to proceed, I'll talk about the PHP code which we use for the connection. Now, we use PHP because it was the most flexible and we thought it was suit best for the project. Now, this connection code was to connect our database to the files in the web page. Okay, and you can see above the general page, which is the president and the booking appointment, and then system administrator. The system administrator is like the admin, the main person that controls all appointments. Then the CLB president, when you hover and click on it, you see all the received or the appointment requests that students or faculty have tried to or have requested to. Okay, the page now is a form. This is a form. This page contains a form that this form contains the page. Excuse me, sir. Okay. When you click on the administrator, the system administrator, you bring you up to this page that contains a form that the administrator is capable of deleting an appointment, view president's information, or the students as faculty information that have been input, and then send confirmation emails to students and faculty. So this is and this can be the, I don't know, the system manager that he knows the main, he's like organizes, and he knows the main purpose of the program, the program, sorry. Okay, this is the feedback that it gives, and you can see that it clearly loads them from a database. Above, we have some figures because we tested them to in using our computer on a database to know if it's functioning fully, and it's working very fine, which you can get there, and then you see the table made up of emails and the category. Okay, we would proceed to the students and faculty section. Now, this section consists of a login form where the can only book can only book for appointment. Okay, when you enter here, you see you can sign up and you can log in. In case you are new, you will have to sign up, and in case you already have an account, you have to log in to get an appointment. And then to proceed, this is the president's section, which we have one of our limitations that talks about the president section, that is, it does not have the maximum amount of appointments you can receive per day, but we did our best by providing it capable that the president can view appointments, can also send back feedback, and it also displays what the appointment is about, because above I talked about category, which is the kind of appointment you want. It could be for fees or that kind of stuff. Okay, treatment history, well, it's like a feedback tool. And then our limitations, like I mentioned, the maximum amount of booking per day, where we could not list it out because we had some problems while we were writing on the code for it. And also we used the fetch function. I forgot to mention, we use the fetch function to to retrieve information from our database using our web page. We use the fetch function. I'm afraid we have not lay out the snippets in the presentation here, but that was what we actually used. I'll give now the microphone to Christian Kimber to continue the presentation of the demo part.
Okay, good day, sir. So I'm Kimben Christian, sophomore, and I will be presenting on the layout of the app, which was supposed to take in information for the booking system. So basically, we have three buttons on the screen, where the first is the CIB president, second is book up an appointment, the third is system administrator. So we can see the hover effect on the buttons, and when we click on system administrator, we can see a login form with a default ID and password, where the administrator can log in and be able to add appointment, delete an appointment, view the president information, view book, view already booked appointments, send confirmation emails, and log out. So on the add appointment, you can he can add student or faculty and staff. So let's try. So we have an ID, the name, the address, contact number. You can use any number, the email. Let's take an email. Password. He can create his own password. And finally, he can choose can choose either staff or faculty, student from different schools. So let's take School of Information Technology. There you can save and you'll see the information on this web page, view booked appointment. So let's try. And okay, here is the information. So now the admin can also delete appointments. So let's try with this with the first ID number one. So let's take ID number one and delete. When we delete the ID, we also delete the appointment. So when we delete, we have deleted that appointment. So now we go now to the user section, the user section where the student, staff, or faculty will be able to book an appointment by themselves. On the student, staff, and faculty login, if like you haven't logged in before, you can sign up. You can sign up to create an account which will be stored back in the database. So let's try. When you click the sign in button, it shows a form where the user can input various information. For example, let's try user ID. Let's take any ID 200, name. Let's take James as name, address, Douala, contact number, email, James Paul, password. He can create a password. So let's take um, James 123, and then we register. When you register, the user sees this platform. So this is what the user sees when he registers in the web page. When he registers, he can see his information back here, and now he can view his appointment, he can cancel his booking, and he can search for a specific time to log in. So let's now go to the CRB president section. So here, so here, we have a default password for the CRB president when he logs in. So password, login, CUIB, CUIB, one, CUIB. So finally, for the last part, the CRB president. And here we can see a login form with the default password and ID, which is CRB. So when he clicks on login, it takes him directly to his home page where he will be able to see his information, that is his ID, email, name, address, number, and his specialization. Also, he'll be able to see his appointments. See his appointments. They will be listed in a tabular form, and also he'll be able to search appointments at such appointments by using either the student or staff ID or the name. Also, he will be able to add a description by using the ID. And finally, log out, which takes you back to the home page, which you will decide on which part you will log in. So, um, so this is the end of the project.
Yes, and we'll conclude that our booking system for our system for booking the president of CUIB was a success, right?
Yeah,
It was a success.
we did our best.
That was good.
Okay.